Hello, everybody. We're all really excited. The Axopar 37 would have been launching tomorrow and premiering, and so we're doing this instead. We have Jan-Erik here, who is not only the co-founder of Axopar, but also the creative and innovative director, and has had a heap of involvement in all of the design and especially in the new Axopar 37 Revolution range. So it's going to be awesome to have him on board. We've also got EOT's founder and managing director, Peter Rones, on board here. I'll now hand it over to Jan and Peter, and you'll see some awesome footage here on my screen, and I hope you enjoy it.
Awesome. Thanks, Marnie. Thanks for organising all this. We hit the milestone. Good morning, Yanni. Thank you for joining. Thank you.
Thank you.
We're here to celebrate, as you know, the 100th Axopar, which happened to be the new 37 Revolution Suntop.
One thing which is interesting to know that we spent twice the time in research and development and twice the money in developing the new Revolution 37 than we put into the Mark 1 in the first place.
Some of the new options that we've just seen come through from the factory last week, but here we are with the Spider and the new Euro awning. That's we don't sell many open boats here, but obviously a great awning system that will work, and maybe some of the inflatable boat market will move over to this boat, I believe.
Beginning, a rib boat was more or less comprising of 4 seats, a steering wheel, and that's it. Yeah. No toilets, no sleeping arrangement, no sun protection, no refrigerator. They were only driver's boats. So we wanted to create a driver's boat, but at the same time really be offering the versatility and usability of the product whilst you're at anchor, so that you can still get the sun protection you want, you still get the sunbeds, you still get the ability to sleep even 4 persons on board. But once you turn the engine on, you're on a pure thoroughbred Spider.
Yeah. No, there's some great options we saw. You can see there the toy box, or the storage area, which is
storage. Yes.
Yeah, it's huge. I mean, that's got room for I don't know. You've got room for paddle boards almost in there, or inflatable ones at least. And
absolutely. Absolutely. So inside of this, you can actually fit fully inflated tubes also if you want. Of course, that eats a lot of space, but if you want, that is something that is absolutely doable. And here we see actually a picture of the cross cabin. So this is also a new option, because when we launched the multi-storage, it was received so well of people. In the past, we have people wanting the aft cabin because they were not sleeping on board, but they were using it for storage. Yeah. And we felt that was overkill to have a very nice aft cabin that is made only for sleeping with the sunbed on top, but people more love the sunbed on top, and they still wanted the storage availability. And especially, let's say, luxury hotels doing luxury shuttles, charter services, the customers just bringing their bag. Now we have the full lid that opens up, and you put whatever stuff you want inside, close it. It's out of hand, it's out of range, it's not in your feet, it's not dripping, it's not falling overboard, and it's not in the way of your customers. So that this is by popular demand, we could say, something that people now wanted also us to have on the cross cabin. So I think from a few weeks forward, we will start offering this also on the cross cabin.
Yeah. The cross cabins, it's the cross cabins, it's the ultimate SUV of the water, I guess. Now we've got the roof racks, and here we are with the bench seat if you want a more of an open cockpit. And then we've obviously got the folding seats at the back, and then you've got the wet bar. And so, lots of options if people want a second cabin in the boat. We've added now solar, which I think is a great option there. For people who are looking at maybe sleeping or leaving the boat on the mooring. And then we've got a great new galley, which if people want to add this, you said possibly we can add this as a module afterwards if we haven't ordered it.
That's even possible, yes. So we have the kitchen module now on the 37. On the 37 Suntops and Spider, you are more used to be using a standard wet bar. So the wet bar is already been there from the beginning, but now also for the cross cabin, we still offer let's say like a smaller galley for storing utensils, plates, whatever, and then also being able to have a gas cooker or an induction charger also with it, and to have the wash bin or the sink in it also.
And we're not using, and with this new model, we're not losing any space for the seating, so we can all still sit around. With the other one, there was loss of seats there on the starboard side. So
the only drawback we have on this one is that now we made the 37 so that when you have the sofa settee and you have the standard table, you are also able to turn the drivers and co-pilot seat so that they can also join into the seating. Right. You can still do exactly everything like this. So you can still turn the captain's chair to have him join the table, but the one chair is now faced then forward. So that's the only drawback, but it's a very, very small drawback.
Is that a sink or a stove on the top there?
It's a sink. On this one, it's a sink. And then we also have the opportunity to have a gas cooker that is also stored inside this one. Or then if you take a battery pack, or you know that you will always be at shore power when you're using the kitchen module, then we also have an induction hob also that will be installed next to this one.
Great, yeah. And then you've got this option here now with the shower and the separate toilet, which I think is unbelievable to fit into a 37 with the cabin and so much space. I don't know how you've done it using virtually the same, same size boat, but the room down below and obviously, the gull wing doors make it even feel more spacious.
Yeah, the shower option was the toilet option, the enclosed toilet option was something that we got strong requests from our customers all around the world. And we could do this because we put twice the time, twice the effort into remodeling the new 37, so that we actually increased the front cabin space by 30% by moving the beds forward and creating more space in between, so that we can still have a very spacious front cabin, but with a fully enclosable shower, additional shower if you want. The toilet option is one separate option, and then you can have a shower option. And now also we are offering warm water as a shower in combination with that shower also if you want to.
Yeah. Down below is, it's very plush.
We needed the more space inside of the front cabin for the enclosed toilet compartment. And also, so there were no possibility anymore to use the space behind the gull wing doors lower down to make a sunbed, because that would make the front cabin almost unusable. So we need to move everything forward. And at that point, also, we let's say ran out of space to do a sunbed in the way we wanted, still to have the boat accessible from the front and still being able to offer the table and seating arrangement in the front. So now we offer a new option which is available. There is a fixed sunbed, pretty similar in size to the previous 37, but now also underneath that sunbed, there is additional storage for fenders and stuff like that. So those are now also coming out. And this is also, of course, an option that is retrofitable for boats already produced without this one.
People are using it very differently today. People have been exercising and walking their dog and riding bikes and going on their paddle boards and kayaks. And it's interesting that we've been sort of producing this boat to offer all these offerings that people